Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Bad Batch. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 14 of The Bad Batch. Two more after this, season finale. It's really ramping up. I feel like there's a lot more emotionally at stake this season. I feel like we have kind of gotten more character growth for these clones to make us more attached to them, and the end result might hurt a lot. Now, we know that the Empire is going to be after Clone Force 99, the Marauder, and very much Omega. I'm really hoping that they're not getting sent to Pabu. I'm hoping that Sid isn't a jerk and isn't going to turn. I don't think that she would work with the Empire, even though there's money involved. I would hope that she wouldn't, but I feel like that might just be my optimistic nature. But I have really started to not trust Sid lately. And now I feel as though she could do an about face and totally turn on our group, or she'll really show her loyalty, and I don't want anything to happen to her if she does our group good. But I really don't want anything to happen to the people that are on Pabu, and like it's such a wonderful place, and it's a great place for them to like lay down some roots, even if they're going to go on all these journeys and missions for themselves. If they're still going to help, start the rebellion, I want them to have this place that they can retreat to and call it home. And I'm really worried that what's going to happen is like the same planet that we saw the Zillo Beast on, is that the Empire is going to come and take people away from it. And not even necessarily like do anything with this island. The mayor said that they have no resources that are of use to the Empire, I guess, unless the Empire wants a vacation spot. I don't know, but I would really hate for something to happen to these people and this place and take away a potential home base for our group. Especially because Omega seemed very at ease when she's out on the water. The sun is on her face. She's with a friend, somebody her age that she gets to just kind of hang out with, that she's not related to. Like Hunter he went into dad mode, but he was like relaxed dad, until his little feelers went up. Tech possibly having a love interest. I feel like that one's going to take a while to mature and get to the point where we're like, yeah, they're a couple, because it's Tech. I really like the idea of him and Fee together. They're very opposite each other, but they seem like they are intrigued by each other, and I love that. Of course, Wrecker is happy because his belly will always be full, so we can't take that away from him. There's been too many missions where he's on rations. Like the boy needs to eat. And I don't know where that kind of leaves us with Crosshair, because obviously Dr. Hemlock is going to do something bad with him that I'm almost certain is going to be that makes Crosshair so important to the future of the Empire. I hate it. I hate it so much, that like whether he's a dark trooper or they use his DNA to make sharpshooters even better, I'm not sure, but it can't be good. And I want Crosshair, now that he's had this moment of realization about the Empire and how horrible it is and how horribly clones get treated, that, like now that he like gets what everybody else was kind of already alluding to, I want him to have like a happy life, or maybe just like a happy ending. I don't want anyone to die. I don't want anything to end. I'll be really upset if it goes that way, but I feel like they make you emotionally close to these people, so then it hurts when you lose them. So I hope that's not the case. It would be nice to see Echo and Rex, mostly because my boy Rex. I want to see Rex. I love Rex. But see what they're up to, what they're collaborating on, where that's going. I feel like the last 3 episodes is where we're going to get that, hopefully. And then kind of just figure out the whole Sid issue. Can we trust her? Should we trust her? Is she trustworthy? Is she worthy of our trust? Is ultimately the big question with Sid. But I'm worried and excited to get to the end of this season to see what the future holds for our clones, because they hold such a special place in my heart. Okay, guys, let's get into it. New chair to sit in, and it twists and it turns and it's this wide and my whole body fits on it. Just gonna slow turn towards the camera. Yeah, so I'm trying to get used to it. Am I in frame? I keep turning. I'll put my knee up to hit my desk so it'll stop moving. Yeah, that's not gonna work either. Whatever. Tipping point. Somebody in the comments said that they were excited for me to watch this episode. Are those clones in handcuffs? Is. It's weird seeing like the clones and the stormtroopers kind of mixed right there. Jeez, I don't know why that scared me the way that it did.
We're under attack, sir.
Get us out here. Jump to hyperspace.
They've taken out our hyperdrive.
Do we know that shit?
Well, that definitely got their attention. Let's make this quick.
Nope, but I like who's flying it. I know, obviously it's Echo. Is that Gregor?
Why have you stopped firing? Shoot that ship down!
Our weapon systems are offline.
They know where to hit you.
Leech vessels ready. Launch.
I'm wondering how Fireball got the name Fireball. Probably something amazing. That's so cool.
I'm docked. Don't take long.
Oh, definitely Gregor. Nope, surprise! I love the idea of clones saving clones.
Initiate protocols. Erase the databanks.
So maybe they're not just there to save the other clones? Oh, it's Hauser! I totally forgot about Hauser! Oh, it makes me so sad that we don't have Mayday. We get introduced to all these clones and then we don't ever get to see them again. Yeah, I forgot Hauser's the one with the hair.
Fireball. Good to see you, Captain. Boys, let's get out of here.
Love it. Love it. Hello, sir. Aw.
Where were you taking those clones?
Tannis?
They were erasing the databanks. Not sure how much I can recover. Well, I guess we'll have to get that intel out of you.
You got an electric tooth? Yep. Damn. Ooh, they almost kept carrying that tune. Because there's definitely a good chance we could get Vader, right? Nice. The ship is so cool. Peace. Yeah, I'm sure they were headed here. Is this Tannis? I forget the name of this place. Dr. Hemlock's Lair of Pain.
On your feet.
Don't hurt Crosshair. He's just gonna see all of these troopers.
The doctor is on his way. Be smart and cooperate, or he will resort to methods you will not enjoy.
I don't think he's gonna enjoy any of it anyway.
If you think this is punishment for shooting your commanding officer, you're incorrect. I actually think that shows quite a bit of initiative.
Sounds about right.
I intend to give you a clean slate. Tell me how to find Clone Force 99. They are in possession of something I need.
Someone.
The kid. They'll never turn her over.
They don't have a choice. She is a clone, and therefore Imperial property. Help me locate your former squad, and you will have your freedom.
I don't know where they are.
He doesn't.
But you know how they think, how they operate, contacts they reach out to.
Shit. Does he know about Sid? He can't know about Sid. I think he would only be able to give up Rex, right? What do you...
Doctor. One of our transport ships was attacked departing Balmora.
Inform me when he's ready to talk.
I hate him. I hate Dr. Hemlock so much. I hate him. We gonna see Rex?
I went in with 8 of my men. Only 3 survived. All other prisoners were clones too.
For what crime were you all being detained?
Dissidents. Questioning and disobeying Imperial orders. They were being shuttled off-world when we intercepted them.
Where were you being taken?
I don't know. But other groups of clones were transferred before us some rotations ago. And they never came back. I recovered a portion of the data logs. It's heavily encrypted, but I know someone who can crack it.
Go.
Would that be Tech? Is he gonna go see Sid and then try to find them?
That's enough.
I hate those droids.
You may secure his restraints.
Oh, good, good.
There is no escape. Lower the blaster.
Shooter. Thank you. Well, at least it was a stun. I'd at least put on the armor of the Stormtrooper. Even beaten down like this and tortured, he's still a better shot than anybody else. I love him. I love him. Whoa. Crosshair is my least favorite, and he's very, very swiftly become, like, top tier for me. He's so disoriented.
Plan 88.
What's Plan 88?
You have to hide. They're after Hope.
Damn it.
Having trouble processing the toxin. It's my own special formula.
Of course it is.
One I've built an immunity to. You, however, have not.
Damn it. Okay. How do we get word to our boys? I guess Echo can send it to the Marauder. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I like wrecker fishing.
That's enough for me.
The new fishing dock's rebuilt and moored. And I caught some dinner.
Hey, Wrecker! Can we get your help? We're fortifying the seawall.
Sure thing, boss.
Oh, he's so happy.
For soldiers, putting down roots is an occupational hazard.
Is that all you are? A soldier?
You're also a dad.
More flying lessons.
Flying lessons.
Tech's got his hands full.
I bet. It was like my dad giving me driving lessons.
I'm getting better, right? The collision alarms haven't gone off once.
Because
good.
it shorted out during your last lesson. But thanks to my excellent instruction and ability to think clearly in stressful situations, you are indeed improving.
Good, good, good.
Execute a sharp swing back to port with 0 thruster pull.
The tech turn?
Ooh, the tech
Now,
turn.
that is not what it is called. But I rather like it.
She pays attention. I'm sure she knows what she's doing. Nice. She makes her friend Hera
How
proud.
was that?
Much better.
Love it.
Incoming vessel on approach.
It's him! Havoc 4, this is Havoc 5. Do you copy?
Affirmative, Havoc 5. I see you've been keeping up with your training.
As promised.
Good. Race you to the landing zone.
I do not think that is a sound idea.
Come on.
Text face is immediately like, no. Oh, but Uncle Echo came in. You got to race with Uncle Echo.
You ain't kidding. This place is remote. That has its advantages.
You're going to land on people. Goodness.
We've missed you.
It hasn't been that long.
Feels like it has.
You mentioned needing some assistance with data decryption?
This is what's left of the files I recovered from an Imperial shuttle. It was transporting clone prisoners, and we need to know where and why.
About to get a lot of bad info. Not bad, like good info, but bad info about the clones.
If any of the stolen data has compromised your location,
Various protocols are in place to ensure that does not happen. What is a concern is how the transport was targeted.
I suspect the leak came from a rogue element of clones still within our ranks. A growing number have been questioning their orders.
Good.
We've been routing them out.
Bad.
Simply decommissioning problematic clones will not eliminate the threat. If you send them to me, I can deal with them in other ways.
I hate him so much. Oh my god, you're so dark and twisty. I love the way that was animated though, because he looked dark and twisty.
The Imperial transport Echo hijacked was assigned to the Advanced Science Division. There are no records on its location or its purpose. All I could find on it was the chief scientist in charge, Dr. Royce Hemlock, an officer expelled from the Republic Science Corps due to his unauthorized and unorthodox experiments.
Great.
Previous transfer records recovered from the ship's logs list other clone prisoners detained by the Advanced Science Division, and Crosshair is one of them.
You mean Crosshair turned on the Empire?
He did.
Found a recent distress message sent from Crosshair's old code.
What did it say?
Plan 88, the Seeker.
What is
We're being
that?
targeted. I believe he is warning us.
Yeah.
Or it's a trap.
I get it, Hunter, but no. Oh, poor Crosshair.
If your escape attempt didn't clue you in, the only chance you have of leaving this facility is if I allow it. Perhaps now you'd like to reconsider my offer. All I need is the young clone. She means nothing to you. Help me, and you'll have your freedom.
She's just like any other clone.
Increase his injection level this time. Let's see how long until you break.
Oh, I hate you, Hemlock. I hate you so much. I really hate seeing Dave Filoni's name. You have no idea. Well, yeah, you do. I'm sure you're going through the same thing. Okay, so... I'm like losing my breath. Devastated about Crosshair. He's really trying to stay loyal. Not only to Clone Force 99, but even though we know that he wasn't a big fan of Omega, I feel like he still sees her as a clone and isn't going to give her up easily. I don't know at what point you lose the mental fortitude to keep going with torture, but he seems like he just like doesn't care. That he's just like, I'm not giving them up no matter what. And him getting out the distress call, letting them know that they're being targeted, and the fact that we got Hauser and we got Gregor and Echo all in one place at the same time. That's great. I want more of our favorite clones. Unfortunately, no Mayday because he's gone. But it's nice to see that they're saving other clones. And Hunter asking Echo, like, when's it going to be enough? And it's just like, how can you ask somebody that question? Like, Echo will know when it's enough, but like maybe he hasn't felt like he's done enough yet to help the other clones. or to help fight the Empire, you know? Like maybe he wants to just like keep trying and keep going. And I get that Hunter, he's really facing whether or not that they want to stay on Pabu permanently, but you know, you can't try to talk other people into the same thing that you want. So, but I think it's great. Like you see that like Wrecker is just thriving. Like, you know, he's so needed, and they're utilizing his strengths. And I think that's fantastic for him. And then like seeing like Tech and Omega having flying lessons, like that was just fantastic. Like for every girl whose father ever taught them how to drive, I have definitely scared my father with left-hand turns and pulling into parking spaces. And especially getting on a highway where the ramp was 25 and I took it at like 50. Let me tell you, an Astrovan, it can handle. But I definitely felt for Tech in that moment. I think Tech is like the best person to be in that position. I could see Hunter just being overly fatherly, Wrecker being reckless. So Tech is perfect. Like he definitely wants her to know how to fly, and she's having fun. And like the tech turn and all that, like she pays attention. I noticed that in the first season, and a lot of the beginning of the second season is like she really pays attention to every single thing that these clones do, and she picks up on all the things that they look at and how they do things, and she asks questions about it. And so like for her to pick up Tech's flying style, I think is just like a great homage to Tech. And he's very technical, obviously, that's why his name's Tech, but like, you know, like he's very good at the things that he does. So if she's picking those things up and she's repeating it, that just, he should just be very proud of her for that. And her being like the tech turn, he's like, that's not what it's called, but I like it. I like the personality that we're getting from Tech. It's not over the top. It's not ostentatious. It's not anything that is out of character for him, but it's a development that I like. A little bit more personality from Tech. Now, obviously, not a fan of Dr. Hemlock. He's very dark and demented and twisted, and for some reason, those guys always seem to be the ones that have power to torture and maim and hurt and do dark and twisty things to people experiment wise. And I mean, if that's why he was kicked out of the Science Academy, he's willing to do anything and risk anything to get a result, and that's scary and terrifying. Because I don't know what he's gonna do to Crosshair. Is Crosshair gonna talk? Like, Crosshair doesn't know about Sid, does he? I don't think he does. I think he only knows about Rex, but I don't know if he knows where to find Rex. And I would hope that he wouldn't say anything about Rex being alive. Does he know about Rex? I don't know what information that they could give other than like the name of the ship, like to tell them about the Marauder. And maybe like a transponder code so they can lock onto it. I hope that that's not the case. But I don't know what information he can give. If you guys know what information Crosshair could give that I'm maybe not thinking about, drop it down below. Yeah, I'm just sitting here with my mind boggled, trying to think of like what we could do. But I really don't want the Empire coming to Pabu. I don't want them interrupting the life that these people are building. I want them to be able to have a home base and a place to stay and a place to call home. But I don't want them to put people in danger either. And it's nice that Echo echoed that it was very remote. I want them to have a home. I do. And I think we can still have our crew doing missions and going into space without them staying on the ship all the time. I think that they could have a home base. And it definitely cannot be Ord Mantell with Sid. I don't think that is the best place for Omega. I think that he or she could thrive. You can already see Wrecker thriving. You know, Hunter is being Hunter, where he does that thing where he overthinks just a little bit, but I do think that he also wants a different life, and he's a little worried about being a soldier and in planning routes, that it's not really the best thing for them, but it is in a sense that they need a place where they can take a break. And they're not always going to be fighting, and I think that that's part of the problem with the troopers, is that they weren't really taught anything else, is that like it's kind of ingrained in them that they are servants of the Empire, that they were servants of the Republic. And that's what I think he's probably struggling with, is that he wouldn't know what his purpose is other than to just live. And I think it would do Hunter real good to just not be a soldier for once and to just live. Now, why they're after Omega still, and like why she's the key to something for Dr. Hemlock, I would really like an explanation, but I feel like we're not going to get that until like Omega is in Hemlock's hands. And I wonder if that's how the season's going to end, with her getting kidnapped and taken away from Clone Force 99. That would be awful and horrible, but I do see that as a possibility. And with him and Tarkin having the conversation about the clones and how you can't just, say like, okay, you guys are done, we're done with you. Like, he's almost like saying like, you have to eliminate them or just give them to me and I'll do all my testing on them. I don't like it. It's terrifying. I don't like it at all. The next 2 episodes are going to be pretty bonkers, I'm sure. This one, I'm glad that we got Crosshair. We got to see where he's at. We kind of get that he's just being tortured to get information out of. I thought for sure that they would extract something from him and put it into some other clone troopers or like dark troopers or something along those lines. But it seems like Omega is the thing that Hemlock is really after. And I'm wondering why. What is so special about Omega? Like, she's special to us, but like, I don't know what he sees in her genetic code and why it is so important. Because if that's important, then so is Boba Fett. And I don't know if we would get like a young Boba Fett again. I mean, I know we got him in Clone Wars a little bit, but if we would ever see him again in this. And I was also thinking when the Imperial ship pulled up, I was like, it kind of was like, dun, dun, dun. And then it like stopped and I was just like, oh. Like, I thought they were going to do the Imperial March, and I was just like, Vader could still make an appearance in these shows. I don't think he has yet, other than Rebels and the very end of Clone Wars. Yeah, I don't think he's been in Bad Batch at all. He might still be healing. Don't know. But if you would like to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon, as well as the full-length reactions to all of the previous episodes. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. 1, do you think Sid would give up our group to the Empire for money? 2, do you think there's even a remote possibility that they could actually call Pabu home and have it be their home base? Or do you think they'll have to give it up? 3, do you think Crosshair is going to crack? Because I personally think that he's fairly mentally strong when it comes to that. I think he's pretty stubborn. That doesn't mean it's a no, but I think it's going to take until the end of next episode. I don't think he's just going to start singing like a bird by any means. And 4, are we going to see Rex again? I'd really like to see Rex again. I want to see Rex again. It's always a treat when we get Rex. It would be lovely if we got him again. But the only way I can see this season ending is by Omega being taken by Dr. Hemlock. And then all of season 3 will be rescuing Omega. Which I'm kind of okay with, because I would like to know what they need her for. And maybe know a little bit more about the cloning process. Because I even said this in my Mandalorian reaction, that Elia looks like a clone. And she looks like she could be related to Tamora Morrison. No problem whatsoever. And a lot of people were like, oh, that's Omega. And I was like, I don't think that's Omega, but it could be a clone of Omega. I don't know. It's a possibility. What do you guys think about that? Give me all of the comments. I'm very interested to see where everybody else's head's at, because I'm more of an emotional person, so I'm sticking with the emotional aspects of it. But I know that there's some people that are very like logistical in their way of thinking, and they have like kind of a different path that they take. And I just kind of like wonder, oh, it's like an Omega Tech collision. That's me and you. But let me know. Okay, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.